just in the composition of this, kind of placing it up pretty tight up in the corner. See if it'll hang out up in there. And just quickly already established just a light line with this and trying to keep it in proportion. So here's the overall end, and just trying to measure this out so that it'll fit from a distance and kind of place it in the tangent for it. And see if we can't create that image from it there. So that's the initial scale for it. So this is a hexagon shape that you have here based off of a cylinder. So estimating this, just placing in a center line for this part. And that way I can use that throughout this piece, so just kind of placing it in here. And just using this to give me a beginning section. So once I can establish that, I can also drop this down to be the piece that fits within it. I'm just going to extend it a little bit. And these have little dots on the end here to assist into that positioning. So it's a little bit of a freehand sketch at first, just to get it set up. I'm going to keep it as a cylinder at first until I can see this hexagon, and this is going in that direction. It's going to have a center line here on this circle and be on the outside edge, so this becomes this corner to here. And if you can estimate the printed part of it and drop this down, it's kind of using that whole piece. So just to show it to you again here, here's the elliptical part. Right to there. And that gives me that hexagon helped off of a circular shape. And as long as all of these are parallel to the center line or tapering into a vanishing point, it'll match out pretty good. So just kind of estimating this piece here. And once it comes out, you'll be able to see this part. So keeping this same angle to this edge, to this point, and to this edge. So you can kind of see the handles pretty well established there. And then just coming forward, you can taper it up a little bit, kind of freehand some of these ellipses in. You can keep it freehand, you don't necessarily need to use the template. It's just a nice help. And building it like that. So once I have that estimated piece, I can bring it down and just keep it on this line here. So that'll be that. Okay. And it does seem to get a little bit larger as it comes forward. Hopefully you can see the depth of this coming in. And then just connecting the tangent lines right here is going to be enough. Just heavying it up a bit. This has a little curve to it. And there you have it. So you have pretty much that selection to it. Putting the blade right there. And again, this has a little bit of the diamond texture that we've seen on a couple drawings in both Photoshop and just the traditional set, so you can see how that's placed in there. And now it's just a matter of beginning the shading. So you can see the reflection is going to be like a posterization of this drawing. So just kind of heaving this up, letting that gradient of the value blend in for that section. And you can kind of see how it's tapered off of there.
Teachers, please excuse this interruption. At this time, will all National Technical Honor Society inductees please make your way to the Commons. Again, all National Technical Honor Society inductees, please make your way to the Commons at this time. Thank you very much.
And again, just using the straight edge to edge out that piece there. Blends in that pretty quickly. So again, just trying to block in the values, get the silver part of this. And when it gets to this handle that has the texture, just shade it without putting the texture on there first. Give you that piece. So it's kind of shading the whole sketch there first, and then placing in that texture will be a detail. zoom into the reference. Texture to it. And then once you get it, just try to see that texture coming across. It's going to be this piece, and if you find the center one, it'll wrap this piece across. Just trying to make this stripe wrap around it. That'll be enough to create the texture, and then just build up pieces of it. So if you shade it first, it'll come across a little easier. Look to it. So very simple, just a shaded crosshatch piece that'll make that section in there.